The idea is simple. Create a bunch of traditional Steam achievements for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, make a video showcasing each achievement, and then profit, I don't know. Welcome back to the series where I give achievements to Nintendo games based on the hypothetical scenario that they were released on Steam. Previously, we covered Tears of the Kingdom and Metroid Dread. If you haven't seen those two yet, there will be a link to the playlist in the description, and I highly recommend that you check them out, because they're real good and stuff. If you have seen the previous videos, you should know the drill. 8 categories are used to determine achievements, including area/level completion, 80%, boss encounters, collectibles and discoveries, simple tasks, specific tasks, co-op, and speedruns, 7 of which were utilized this time. You can check the description for a more detailed explanation. Though Forgotten Land has multiplayer, I decided not to use the co-op category, as there's nothing you can really do in co-op mode that you can't already do in single player. But you don't care about all that boring stuff. You just want to see the achievements. So how about we just get on with it? Also, I started working on this before the DLC was announced, so I ended up having to postpone this video. I also can't be bothered rewriting the whole script, so I'm just going to tack the DLC onto the end of the video. Our first category contains 9 achievements. The first 6 are tied to completing all treasure roads in each world. We have Natural Treasure for Natural Plains, Berry Treasure for Everbay Coast, Treasure Planet for Wandaria Remains, Icy Treasure for Winter Horns, Desert Treasure for Original Wasteland, and Treasure Trove for Redgar Forbidden Lands. When I saw these first icons illustrated, I was blown away by how much they exceeded my original vision. I knew immediately that everyone after that would fill me with the same feeling, and oh boy was I right. Just as they've done before, Ray has expertly illustrated each achievement icon and perfectly captured the Kirby style we all know and love. So remember to throw them some appreciation in the comments, because I cannot put into words just how amazing these all are. The last 3 area/level completion achievements are earned after completing each cup of the Colosseum. Upon beating the Meta Knight Cup, you'll achieve Warming Up. Beating the Ultimate Cup will achieve the True Arena, the title being a reference to Kirby Superstar Ultra's Arena game mode. And lastly, beating the Ultimate Cup Z will achieve And Here We Are. I love how well this classic pastel Kirby style was emulated by these icons, especially for Chaos Alphyllis, who, despite the cutesy art style, still looks incredibly menacing. Can we also just take a moment to take in Fecto Alphyllis and Chaos Alphyllis' in-game designs? I don't know what it is specifically about them, or what these wing ear things are, or why they're some kind of humanoid insect furry hybrid, but when I saw them for the first time, it really felt like the coolest and simultaneously one of the most terrifying Kirby bosses to date. Seriously, if this thing teleported in front of you, tell me you wouldn't either try to flee from it, fight it, or fuck it. I know at least one of you freaks would try to have sex with it. You make me sick. Besides, could you really tap that? I don't think so. Perhaps you should use your efforts for something more achievable. Say for instance, 100%ing Kirby in the Forgotten Land and becoming the master of all things Kirby. How'd you like that transition, huh? Pretty smooth, right? I know Kirby here liked it. Just look at that face. Such an adorable force of cosmic destruction. The Boss Encounters category has 20 achievements. The first 4 are awarded upon defeating 5 of each mini-boss, those being Quintuple Edged, Ice Pack, Stop You Hammerin', and Corps de Belay. I hope I said that right. And yes, every defeat must be a separate instance of each boss. If you take down a Wild Bonkers in one level, it will be added to the counter, but beating the same one again won't add another to the count. Also, when you encounter a double mini-boss, like Twin Frosty for example, beating them will add 2 to the count, as they're still 2 separate bosses, just fought at the same time. The next 8 achievements are for the main story bosses. Starting in Natural Plains, upon beating Goromondo, you'll achieve Return to Mookie, the title playing off the ape-like enemies called Mookies. Moving into Everbay Coast, we'll find the new variant of Wispy, Tropic Woods, his achievement being Leaf Me Be. Because, you know, he's a tree. Heading towards Wandaria Remains, the next boss is Chloraline. Defeating her will achieve the Cat's Meow. A fitting title, given her appealing allure. Moving on, once you defeat King Dedede for the first time in Winter Horns, you'll achieve Dedede Throned. Next, beating Silly Dillo in Original Wasteland will net you Let's Dance. Defeating King Dedede again, or rather Forgo Dedede, this time in Redgar Forbidden Lands, will unlock the achievement Royal Rematch. Travelling further up, reaching Lab Discoverer, we first have King of the Beasts for beating Leongar, and Let's Beat ID F86 for defeating Fecto Elphilis by ramming him with a fucking semi. Sorry to say this, Kirby, but I don't think Fecto Elphilis is dead. You most likely just isekai'd him. I wonder where he ended up. It doesn't matter, it's not our problem anymore. The last 8 boss achievements are from the post-game story, Forgo Dreams. The first 7 are each awarded upon defeating the illusory variants of the main bosses. Going in order of appearance, there's Monkey Dream, Monkey Blue, Soul Patch, Catnap, Illusions of Grandeur, Dance with the Phantom, Memorial Monarch, and Possessive Parasite. Finally, defeating Morpho Knight will achieve Judgment. You may have noticed that I didn't include either Fecto Forgo, Meta Knight, Phantom Meta Knight, or Chaos Elphilis. In Fecto Forgo's case, it's sandwiched directly between fighting Leongar and Fecto Elphilis, acting more as a prelude to the final battle, so it just made more sense to me to count Forgo and Elphilis as the same boss. In the case of Chaos and the Meta Knights, now there's a band name if you ever heard one. Since they're all fought in the Colosseum, those previous achievements at the beginning of the video technically also count as their boss achievements, with Phantom Meta Knight just being part of the Ultimate Cup Z. Next up, in our Collectables and Discoveries category, we have 10 achievements. The first of which can be acquired upon collecting a blue star coin, titled Big Blue. The next 3 are rewarded for finding each of the Howl rooms, H for the room in Rocky Rolling Road, A for the Wandaria Dream Parade room, and L for the Burning Churning Power Plant room. And as you may have noticed, when placed together, these 3 achievements spell out Howl, with both their titles and their icons. Wanna Make a Trade is next, and can be obtained by trading a rare stone for a gotcha figure from the trader Waddle Dee. After that is Soul Searcher, achieved once you obtain every piece of Leongar's soul in Forgo Dreams. The last 4 achievements in this category are for completing each volume of gotcha figures. From volume 1 to 4, they're named Gotcha Eye, Gotcha Back, Gotcha Interest, and Gotcha Hands Full. Moving over to simple tasks containing 20 achievements, we start with Copycat, obtained upon acquiring your first copy ability, which will most likely be the sword ability in the first level. The following 13 achievements are each for using Mouthful Mode a certain number of times on the various Mouthful Mode objects. And just in case you wonder why each one is a different specific number of use cases, it's loosely based on each object's frequency and number of appearances. Starting off the list, we have Kirby for using Mouthful Mode on 3 different cars. Soda for doing the same with 3 vending machines, Safety First for 5 cones, Semicircular for 3 domes, Step It Up for 5 stairs, Locked Away for 3 lockers, Ring Around the Rosy Cheeks for 5 rings, Moving Up for 5 scissor lifts, Rolling Around for 2 pipes, It's a Curb, It's a Plane for 1 arch, Coaster Cruiser for 1 coaster, He Chonk for 5 water pipes, and A Bright Idea for 2 light bulbs. Can you tell I had fun naming these? Kirby and He Chonk are definitely up there, but Ring Around the Rosy Cheeks is my personal favourite. After a long adventure in this forgotten land, the little pink guy is going to be quite tuckered out, and will need to take some time to rest. By either using the sleep ability or going to bed in Kirby's house, you can achieve nap time. And after a good long sleep, Kirby can come outside and say "Hi!" to one of the residents of Waddle Dee Town. He could even go and greet Mr. Sandbag. He is, after all, shaped like a friend. Kirby? What are you doing? Ah, no! Spit him out. Kirby? Drop it. Kirby, no! Well, I guess someone decided he was instead shaped like a food. Poor Mr. Sandbag. He will be missed. Moving on, if you make your way to and enter the Colosseum, once you reach either Meta Knight or Phantom Meta Knight, making sure you have the sword ability, you can earn yourself the achievement Super Meta Clash by parrying Meta Knight and taking his sword. The last two achievements in this category are getting an upgrade and upgraded arsenal, the former requiring that you evolve a copy ability, and the latter needs you to evolve each copy ability once. Similarly, the first achievement of our specific task category, titled Kitted Up, will have you fully evolving all copy abilities. In the same vein, we have Powerful Pink Puffball, where instead you will power up a copy ability. Most of you may know that in the level Battle of Blizzard Bridge, there is a secret path you can take right at the beginning of the level. Doing so will have you facing off against more bosses than the regular path. But if you complete the level this way, you'll earn the achievement, come on, give me a challenge. The next 7 achievements can be acquired upon saving every Waddle Dee in each and every world, those being Delightful, Ocean Deep, Wonderful, Defrosted, Dehydrated, Dodging Debris, and Determined. Remaining on the topic of Waddle Dees, after the band appears in town, you can upgrade their stage and unlock more music tracks by tossing coins into the guitar case. Tossing in 1,000 coins the first time will achieve Helping Hand, and tossing in another 2,000 will achieve the Deedly Dees. Taking a stroll over to the pond behind Kirby's house, we can find the fishing minigame, the most difficult catch being the legendary Bling Blipper. Catching this elusive fish, however, will net you Catch of the Day. Moving over to Waddle Dee Cafe, you'll find the Help Wanted minigame. If you can manage a score of 6,000 in Frenzy Gig, you'll earn the Delicious achievement. The last in this category is What's the Password? You'll need to head to Waddle Deliveries for this one and enter 5 different passwords. Finally, our last 2 achievements, both coming from the Speedruns category, are Tilt and Tumble and the Pink Blur. The former will require beating the 3 Tilt and Roll Kirbys in less than 15 seconds on normal mode, and the latter will require the same thing just on hard mode. And if you're thinking, no way that can be done, well, check this shit out. I will tell you right now, I lost so many star coins doing this, it's not even funny. Okay, well, this is where the video would have ended, but now we have DLC achievements to get through. I won't bother stating categories, they'll be more or less obvious anyway. Obviously, there will be heavy spoilers, so if you haven't finished the DLC, I'd suggest doing that before watching the rest of the video. Just pause the video, complete the DLC, and come back here once you're done. Back now? Alright, starting us off, our first DLC achievement is Chaos. You can acquire this upon beating the new entry in the Colosseum, the Ultimate Cup Z EX. You can tell it's better than the Ultimate Cup Z because it has EX on the end. Or is it the Ultimate Cup Zex? What are you hiding from me? The next achievement is Starcross World, for fully completing the DLC. Honestly, the DLC is short enough that you can do this in a day, or really just an afternoon. Introduced to the game are 4 new variants of the mini-bosses, the only real difference being the crystal aesthetic. To achieve these, you'll need to defeat 2 of each boss. They're each called Clean Cut, Frostbite, Lapidary, and Encore. The newly introduced final boss, Genwell Meteor Nelphilus, a souped up version and apparent elder brother of Fectowelphilus, has an absolutely insane boss fight. Remember those buildings you drive across to kill Fectowelphilus? Well, Genwell uses those as weapons, in an attempt to slam your ass into the ground. Like, calm down, dude. I only very recently murdered your brother. If you can withstand his onslaught and come out on top, you'll achieve Legend Foretold. Just like our earlier achievement, Big Blue, for collecting a blue star coin, Baby Blue is obtained upon collecting a blue starry coin. The title is also a reference to a certain show, given the new coin's crystal structure. Adding onto the gotcha figure lineup are the EX versions of volumes 1 and 2. Completing each collection achieves Gotcha Wanting More and Gotcha Gotcha Gotcha. We now have 3 new mouthful modes to play with, and my god are they fun to use. The achievements here are a little spring in your step for using mouthful mode on 3 springs, get into gear for 2 gears, and slip and slide for 2 signs. Finally, we have our last achievements. Just as we have the ones for saving the Waddle Dees, these 7 are achieved for saving all the Starries in each and every world. They're each titled Star-Crossed Clovers, Star-Crossed Plunders, Star-Crossed Wonders, Star-Crossed Shivers, Star-Crossed Sahara, Star-Crossed Smolders, and Star-Crossed Friends. Right before we end things off, I actually discovered one more achievement while editing this portion of the video. Our final one is Howl, for discovering the new Howl room in the level Waste That Count Time. I'm not surprised I didn't find this right away. I believe all you have to do is break the crystal to the left of the warp star, inhale the spring, backtrack to the beginning of the level while following a path of falling starry coins, and jump up to a hidden path above the tunnel entrance. I don't know, the tutorial I followed wasn't 100% clear. And there we have it! Every achievement for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. As always, if you enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe. If you think I missed something that should be an achievement, tell me your ideas in the comments. Thank you to all who stuck around to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya! Just as they... oh my god. Just as they've done... Just as they've done before... Why does this happen to me? Just as they've done before. Just as they've done before. Fuck. I love how well this Clastic? What? Can we also just take a moment to take Infecto, Elphilus, and Chaos? What? A fitting title given her... Yeah, it's not helpful to crack my knuckles while I'm speaking. The last 8 boss achievements are from the Am I having a stroke? What's happening? The last 8 boss achievements are from the last... Yep, definitely having a stroke. In the same vein, we have Powerful Pink Puffball, where you'll instead power up What the fuck is happening?